This is my entry into the contest that Royce in the House is hosting. I've got his link here in the description. Go ahead and check out his channel and sub him up. We are trying to get him, he wants to get to 700, but we can push him well past that. I know if we all work together, we can do that. And congratulations on your 200 videos you have out. I think you have a few more than that now, but congratulations on that. And let's just go through this. The very first thing he asked us to do is show 3 albums that have songs that are 10 minutes or greater. They could have multiple songs, but it has to have at least one song on the album that is 10 minutes or longer. For me, that was probably the hardest part of this contest. Seriously, because a lot of stuff I listen to, the rock and metal and the punk, it's the songs are usually 3 minutes or less. I was looking at 10 minutes. That's like about that's about half of a Ramones album, more or less, because all their songs are pretty quick. They like to get in and get out, get it done, and don't beat around the bush. But there's so many great songs. I thought for sure I would have Pink Floyd albums that had real long songs on them. The thing about when you listen to Pink Floyd on an album versus a CD is the songs just kind of naturally merge into each other. So when you think the song is really long, it's just a collection of songs that just seamlessly fit together. I started looking, I'm like, wow, these songs are like 5, 6, 7 minutes long. What am I gonna do? So I started going through stuff. I didn't want to like show anything that was like super proggy or something that was live, just extended just for the sake of extending it. So, and I wanted to show something that not everybody else was showing, because I know sometimes we do stuff and there's repeats, and that's okay. That's okay. I don't have a whole lot of records. I think I'm up to about 300, 325, 350. I don't know. I lost count. Most of the stuff is reissues anyway, so or things I found in the bins or what have you. So, without further ado, I've been rambling already for 2 minutes. Is this Eddie Hazel? Get out of the reflective light there. This is Jams from the Heart. This was some outtakes of a solo album that he was working on, just some stuff he was kind of messing around in between doing his own solo album. Eddie Hazel, you might recognize his name. He played on the Parliament song Maggot Brain. And that, if I had that, I could show that because things like, I think it's about 10 minutes, 25, 10 minutes, 50 seconds, something like that. He has a song on here. You can see it called The Bottom of My Soul that is 12 minutes and 30 seconds. There's a picture of him down there. This I do think I did get this from the Waxed. This is a great album. Next up, I never know where to put these when I'm done with them, Next up is an album that I know a lot of people have. Rush, Moving Pictures. There's a song on side 2 that is really awesome. It's called The Camera Eye, and that clocks in at 10 minutes, 59 seconds. Like I said, I thought, Pink Floyd, some of the other stuff I had, sure, but, I got this out and Rush saved the day for me. This is one of my new favorite albums right now. This is Sleep. They're a doom band. And it's a nice gatefold. Got the breakfast there. There's a couple songs on here actually, but the one I want to talk about is Sonic Titan that clocks in at 12 minutes and 27 seconds. I was like, wow. I was able to find enough records with songs in 10 minutes to cover that. That's cool. Okay. Next thing Royce asked us to show us, to show you guys rather. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm doing this live. Forgive me. Anyways, the next thing is soundtrack albums. So this is a pretty common one too. I know a lot of people have this one. This was a pretty popular movie in the mid 90s, I want to say. I'm trying to remember when this came out. But anyways, it's Eddie and the Cruisers. Famous for having that song On the Dark Side. So that was kind of a cool movie. Supposed to about this guy, scrappy guy, putting together a band, trying to make it as a musician. If you haven't seen the movie, check it out. Don't listen to me. Just check out the movie. This next soundtrack, I confess, I've never seen the movie. I've heard of it, never really wanted to see the movie, but I was in my local Target a couple months back, and it was just kind of right in the front, and I saw on the cover some of these bands that were on there. I go, that's a good soundtrack. So this is Rami and Michelle's high school reunion. Yeah, I bought this. But look, it's got the Go-Go's, Bananarama, Naked Eyes, Wang Chung, The Vapors, Smithereens, Culture Club, Bow Wow, Tears for Fears, and Belinda Carlisle. I was just like, that's that's a lot of good songs on there. So I figured, and I got this on sale. I think it was like $12 or $14 or something. So I'm like, yeah. And it comes on fancy purple too. Kind of matches her dress. So I'm not sure who that person is, but I know that's what's her Lisa from the Friends TV show. Maybe I'll watch the movie someday. I don't know, but the soundtrack was pretty cool. And this is one of my favorite movies. I've seen this movie a bunch of times. It is Rock and Roll High School. Yeah, Rock and Roll High School. It's a movie. Basically, it's just like a really long Ramones collection of music videos. That's about what it is. Has Vince Van Patten, Clint Howard, Ron Howard, the director, the brother. Also, Clint Howard was in the He's been in a lot of stuff. He's been in the Grinch and the one with Jim Carrey and some other stuff. Clint Howard was also the little kid on Gentle Ben. He's got quite a history of acting. So check this out. This is on a really cool psychedelic, swirly, flamey. I don't know. Almost looks like somebody threw up mustard and ketchup. But the soundtrack is really good. So there's my 3 soundtracks. Next thing we're asked was to show albums with really good keyboard players. And of course, what's the first one I got here? The Doors. This is the Doors' greatest hits. And of course, you have Looking Cooler Than Ever. You got old Ray Manzarek there. And, what do I need to say? If you've heard the Doors, you've heard Ray. He's just all over the place. Then later he got into producing and stuff. Really helped another one of my favorite bands, X, the punk band, get off the ground. They were covering Soul Kitchen, and his wife and Ray were at the bar, and they go, "Well, what's this?" So then you talk to him, start a conversation. One thing led to another. They got a contract. Cool. This one here, I was so surprised to find. I did not know this album existed. I got this at the store that I usually go to, Doctor Strange, for all my punk and most of my metal and stuff. So I'm digging through there, and I recognize the name. It's Rick Wright. I'm sorry, Richard Wright. This is Wet Dream. This is a solo album that he did. You might recognize the name. This is Richard Wright from Pink Floyd. Same guy. He's no longer with us, but this is a pretty decent album. And I like digging in bins and stuff. You just find like really kind of unique stuff that not everybody has. So I'm digging through there, and I think I got this for like $2. It's pretty wild. It's Dick Mann playing Moog. All the stuff is on a Moog synthesizer, so it's pretty spacey and everything. So it's pretty cool. So gatefold of a moonscape and stuff, and gives a history of the songs and what they're doing and stuff. It's pretty cool. I was like really pleasantly surprised to discover this. Just go looking around, you never know what you're gonna find. And then for a bonus, we're supposed to show an album with a poster, not a postcard, not the little thing with the digital download, but actual poster. So this is my reissue of Combat Rock. Got this at Target. Sometimes I go to Target, sometimes I go to Walmart, sometimes I go here, sometimes I go there. There's a few places around. It's on red. Let me take this out. I've been trying to put my records in these sleeves more often than I can. Combat Rock and oh no, that's the lyric sheet. Never mind. Anyways, there's this poster that folds out. As you can tell, I have not. I think I took it out once, and that was ever so carefully. But this is a very cool poster that they threw in there. I think that's pretty cool. Thing about when you take these posters and stuff out, it takes a long time to put stuff away. Oh, there's a lot of people that I've been on their streams have been sharing stuff, and yeah, there's a lot. So, anyways, that's my entry for this contest. You guys should enter your. Can't even talk anymore. You guys should enter as well. Royce is a cool guy. Just share the love, subscribe, and if he pulls your name, it's supposed to be like the 6th or 7th of May. You could possibly win a $40 gift card. $40 is $40. All right. Have a good day. Thanks for watching this.